I don't know what I can do to help y'all. I was inspired by some of the people out there, and they was teaching me how to operate a church because I had just been called and teaching school at the same time. Our church has been growing leaps and bounds. We have adopted Washington School. We buy all the supplies and stuff for them, and we give out funds to money. We help bury people. Our church have to help bury people because a lot of our members don't have insurance. So we have a nice mission treasure set aside for helping people. And during Christmas, we give out ham, about 50 some ham. Thanksgiving, we give out about 75 turkeys. So we're doing everything we can now.
Going back on what you said about during Christmas, how has your church continued to be a prominent member of the community and help serve the people throughout your entire stay here as pastor? Because the community and society changes, but how has your church stayed a constant?
It has remained consistent here. 4 of the major churches around us did not start here, but our church has remained the same. The only thing we have not been able to successfully do is to bring a bank here. We've had grocery stores here, grocery stores, and 2 or 3 of them, which eventually they went out. But our church has remained a vital stake in the community. I was on the Titusville housing. This area was Titusville. We was on Titusville housing. And by being on the board, we brought in 15 houses. Like you see these homes right down here?
Yes, sir.
By me being on the board, this church was a key stakeholder in the community. We had individuals here that owned the store, used to be here, cleaners and etc. 70% of our members came out of the projects, Loveland Village. If you notice, you go down there now, there is no more project. They have completely torn it down. But our church serves as a community church. Like I said, 70% of our people came out of the project. 44 years as pastor. And I was here as a boy growing up. So I got a lot of love, interest in South Elyton, and we have purchased about 9 lots on this side in the back of the church, and I bought property in the front of the church, and I want to buy these 3 homes right there where you parked at. I want to be here maybe 3 years, but I want to buy them, and the reason that I want to buy them is Family Dollar is going around putting stores right next to churches and adjacent. So if you walk outside the back door, you'll see a house here and a store. I bought the lot in the middle to keep Family Dollar from coming in. And I had a gentleman come by here called me about 2 months ago, wanted to buy that lot. I said, no, I only bought it to keep you all from putting a store next to it. One while I was thinking about even building some homes, but COVID came. Honey, when COVID came, it brought about a new sense of living. People now don't value the church as much as they used to.
Yes, sir.
I don't know why. It's not the virus. It's not the virus. It's it's their upbringing, and that's the reason why I have been leery about retiring, because of the fact that so many of our young people don't have a true sense of love and family and church.
Yes, sir. Switching the subject for just a minute, can you tell us some about the involvement or impact that your church had in the civil rights movement?
Yes. Our church used to serve as a base here. It was called the Civic Center, Titusville Civic League.
So your church was the base?
It was the home
of the Titusville Civics League. Okay.
They met here.
Right. Okay.
In our church, in the old building, this is where a lot of the councilmen for that. This is where they got together to vote in Dick Elyton in that old building.
So your old sanctuary was where they voted in?
That was the meeting place.
Meeting place, yes, sir.
For the Civic League.
Yes, sir.
Now, Civic League had nothing to do with our church. The Civic League was an organization set up, you know, it's like down in Selma, churches. They had nowhere to go with churches. So our church set up, it's a plaque out there in the hall that they gave us for being a housing place for the Civic League. They made it up for about 15 or 20 years. Had nothing to do with the church.
Yes, sir.
Had everything to do with people coming here to rally and vote. Even now, I have candidates coming by here. Like the election now, they'll come to the church, because that's the only place that people can come now. The black community have always looked to the church for a sense of direction. Not only just for the Civic League, whenever anything is going on, our church has always been the place where people come. When people have nowhere to have a funeral, our church has always been there. I tell people, a lot of people don't believe in having funerals of individuals who don't have a church, but we do. People who don't have money to bury people, we help bury. We have funds to help bury people. And I just think that's what the church is for.
So you would say that your church is a vital piece of not only the community, but
a vital piece.
Yes, sir.
A vital piece. And it's open. It's a vital piece, but it's an open vital piece.
Yes, sir.
That we don't mind people coming in as long as they are not radical. And if they're radical and they not talking and promoting love and happiness and help, honor, they can't come in. I hope I've been a little help to you.
Oh, yes, sir. You have been more than plenty of help.
Okay. Nice meeting you.